another video in my minimalism series. Today I'm going to be doing my kitchen. My kitchen is a total mess. It has lots of junk in the cupboards and I haven't really organised it at all since I've moved in here, which was about 6 months ago. So it's a bit of a crazy mess and I'm going to be reorganising everything into nice neat jars and sorting through all the cupboards. I'm going to show you what I do and give you some advice. This will be interesting to anyone, even if you're not a minimalist. It's going to be interesting for organisational tips and how to store things away, because I definitely love cooking, so I have a lot of spices and have a lot of cooking stuff, a lot of baking things. I don't have like a minimal kitchen by any means, but I want to reorganise to make sure I know where everything is, and so I'm not buying things when I don't need to buy them when I already have it in the cupboard. I'm a huge sucker for buying spices and condiments and spicy sauce and stuff like that when I already have lots of it already in the cupboard. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so this is our kitchen currently. So here's our cupboard. Ooh, there you go, that shows how much we need to sort them out. Oh my god, okay, Alex definitely did that just now. I watched him do that. So here's like all of our main stuff. So here's the main food we use all the time, so like beans and tomatoes, and then other stuff, and then up here's like sweets and treats. And then in here is, God knows why the flour's up there. There's our containers, smoothie things that came with our NutriBullet. In here's like baking stuff, and then here's all of our sort of health food seed stuff. Milks. And then in our other cupboard here, now this one is crazy. This is all of our freaking condiments, which is mental. But I think that I can sort through that and make it a lot better. And then in here is our glasses, plates and mugs and stuff, but I'm going to clear through that because a lot of that is stuff we never use, and then mugs we never use ever. And then over here is our shelving unit. Up here is fine, we've got our recipe books. So we bought some jars recently and I want to sort of sort the jar situation out because while this is fine, it's a bit muddled and I want to kind of organise it a little bit better. And down there was our bananas, but we had a problem with the flies. I think I mentioned this in my last video. We had a problem with flies where there was some rotting bananas behind our banana crates and they got to it and then it caused loads of flies to come into our apartment. So I've moved the bananas outside. And then in here is Alex's nonsense that he put in there the other day because he was tidying away and he's naughty. And then we've got vegetables and his beers. So that again needs sorting out. And then all of these cupboards are just, you know, all of our pots and pans and whatnot. And these, oh my god, everyone has these drawers, don't they? This is so embarrassing. I feel like I'm opening my life up to people. But these are the sort of drawers that everybody has. This is just a junk drawer. And this was a drawer with medicine and like tea towels and cling film and stuff. But it's just, again, ended up being a bit of a junk drawer. In here all are like utensils, but we don't use like any of them. Well, we do some of them. And here's just more mess. And then down here is our recycling, but also plastic containers, and we just have too many of them. Like, it's insane how many we have. None of them match, and it's just a crazy mess. And on the countertops are fine, I think, because we do use all the things that are on the countertops, hence why they're there. But I think after this, everything should be way more organised and just so much easier. Very excited to clear this out. So first things first is to take everything out of the cupboards. Same as with the bathroom and my bedroom and stuff. It's going to be a bit trickier because the kitchen is a lot larger. So I'm going to do section by sections. First start with the food and reorganise that, and then I'll go on to the sort of herbs and spices and condiments, and then I'll move on to all of the kitchen utensils and things, and then do the shelving unit or something like that. But yeah, you don't want to take everything out of your kitchen because it might create a bit of chaos. So I'll start with this first and reorganise, and as you go, make sure you wipe everything and clean everything up. Really kind of try and reorganise in a sensible fashion. So this is actually a good idea. These little wicker baskets or any sort of boxes you can put in your cupboards to store certain things. So this one has like sweets and stuff, and this one has baking stuff. I wish we had more. And I've got some jars as well, which I'm going to use for different things. So whatever storage you can gather. Progress report. So I reorganised all of my jars and I'm going to be buying some more. So that's one thing that you really should think about getting is jars, because they're so handy for storage purposes and for just reducing waste as well, so you can buy things in bulk and you can store them in jars. It just makes everything tidier, you know everything is. So in here I've got like all the baking stuff, so like flour at the back, and then cocoa powder, sugars, corn flour, and then that's some like mixed seeds, sort of stuff you put in smoothies, and then coconuts. And then in here I have I would like to get more small jars like this for some of these things, for like nuts and seeds and raisins and stuff, but I don't at the minute. So this has just got all like different types of seeds, so like sesame seeds, there's pine nuts down there, sultanas, raisins, all of that, all organised away in there. And then here's my milks, some custard and some flour. So up here I'll just keep anything that's surplus, that's like baking related, or you know, like I want to get another jar so it matches. For this, that's got some seeds in there. There's looking a lot better, and I've got all this junk down here to sort out. Let's get on to the next. So I've emptied out all of the spices and stuff from the bottom of my cabinet. This is a top tip actually, if you do love cooking and you love curries, is to buy these online. You can buy these, I think, off Amazon. I will link below an example of one of these. I'm not going to link all the different types of spices, but I'll link an example of where I got these from. And it means you can buy a whole heap of them, and then we have this Indian spice dish thing. You basically fill in the spices you use the most. So we've got chili, garam masala, paprika, coriander, garlic, cumin and turmeric, and then you just use it to cook with, because you've got this little spoon here and you can just dice it out, dish it out, dice it out, whatever. And it makes life a lot easier than having to buy these every time. It's a lot less wasteful, a lot less expensive, and it just, if you are a cook and you do enjoy cooking, I just recommend it. But I'm going to get loads of jars for each of the different spices, so everything looks a bit neater. I think in a kitchen, jars are just, I know it's kind of trendy now, it's like a hipster thing, isn't it, to have like mason jars. But honestly, it's just so convenient. Like my mum's always had jars in her pantry because it's just so convenient to store stuff, and it makes it so much easier and neater. And I love mason jars also for drinking smoothies from, because I have really large smoothies, and to use a normal glass is just very pointless because I'd have to keep on pouring it out. You can actually, if you don't want to even spend, if you want to be really waste free, I've done this before, so this is my smoothie right now. This is an old jar from, what is this from? I can't remember, but this wasn't one I bought. Most of the jars I drink out of and use aren't ones that I've bought, they're just ones that I have. Like this one wasn't one that I bought. I think this one was, maybe it had pasta in it or something. I can't even remember, but obviously for these ones, it's very handy to have the ones with the little clip. So I definitely recommend buying those. If you go to the shops and you see a jar of pasta sauce or a jar of some kind of food that is like a nice jar, I'd buy it, as long as it's vegan obviously, and then reuse the jar afterwards. Jars are just an essential in a kitchen, I really think. It just, it solves all the problems, and they're so hard wearing. Like if you drink from a jar, I always drink from jars for my water because it's they're so big, and I can just know that I have like a whole litre basically. If you drop them, they don't smash like glass do, and I know that because I'm so clumsy. So yeah, let's move on and get this done. So this is where we're at with the condiments and the top shelf. I just basically moved the shelf up. I didn't realise you could do that, but obviously most shelves have that ability. Most shelves have that ability to sort of shift them up to the position you wanted them, because the god of all sauces, sriracha, didn't fit on this shelf and it was annoying me. So now we've got like ketchups and stuff, spicy sauces, soy sauce or miso, gravy, and then vinegar at the back. The top shelf, I'm not sure if I'm keeping a few different things because we have all this coffee, but neither of us drink coffee anymore. So what we might do is keep one for like special occasions, or if he fancies it, but then give the rest to my parents because they do drink coffee. So yeah, that's a lot better. Still stuffed, but a lot better. Here's a whole bag, like literally this huge thing of jars. Shush! I will get back to you when all of these spices are put nice and neatly in jars in here. Here's how it's looking. It looks so nice. I'm so happy. I've just labelled each of them because that makes it a lot easier, because like things like garam masala and cumin, cumin and coriander look very similar. We also got these little jars for things like these ones, so like mixed herbs, because these are sort of things that I do we do end up having a lot of, and peppercorns and salt, and then I don't know what I'll put in the other one, maybe cardamom pods, who knows, and then we'll just have these ones left over because we don't use any of these a lot. So I ended up buying some jars for the cereal. So I got these jars, which are 2.1 litres, so hopefully they will fit. I'm gonna fill those up and try and organise this here. So this will be like breakfast foods, and this will be grains and stuff. So I've done like a preliminary clear out of here. I got rid of some of the plates because there were smaller versions of that, and we don't really like them, we never really use them. And I got rid of the 2 extra because we never even use these, but it is handy if people come over, so I want 1 set of plates. And then there's our bowls, there are 2 more, they're in the dishwasher, and then that's like a serving dish and a vase, and there's 2 more vases up there. And then I got rid of loads of, well not loads, I got rid of like 4 mugs because we don't need that many mugs. These are nice because they're a set, and then that one's one I can take camping, and then that's Alex's because he likes that size. And I think that we're both going to try and drink more tea now because we found loads of tea in the cupboard and I really love tea. And then here are wine glasses, nice sort of ice sundae glasses, and then these little ones. And then here are our jars, and we use all of these all the time. So these ones are the thing I was talking about earlier, sort of pasta dishes that I've just recycled and used again. They're just so good for smoothies and for water, and I just bought these. They have the unscrew lid that you can put a straw in for smoothies. And then these ones are the ones that have the little straw holes. There's 3 of those, and then there's 2 more recycled jars which are good for juice or something. So that's a lot better. And now I have to move on to, because look at the mess that has happened here, the craziness. Ugh. So I've reached a point where it's nearly dinner time and there's still quite a lot to do. So I think I'm going to split this video into 2 because I don't want to make this video any longer because it's just a bit of a crazy mess and I want to eat my dinner and I'll finish it tomorrow. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it and look forward to the results tomorrow. So I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you then. Bye. So this is how it's looking now. So this is now all the toiletries that Alex and I have, apart from the stuff that's in our shower and the stuff that's on my makeup dressing table.